Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Greenwich Town, Jamaica. A 47-year-old woman has been shot dead. Shensia, the dancehall sensation, has settled a copyright lawsuit with Stephanie Solry. And as Sting is on its way to be upcoming, ladies and gentlemen, Isaiah Lang wants 10 giants of the dance hall. A morgue manager at Harvard Medical School has been charged with stealing human remains. And the U.S. confirms that China has been spying on the United States since 2019 from as close as Cuba. Donald Trump pleads not guilty to classified document charges as a boat returning from a wedding in Nigeria capsized. Ladies and gentlemen, these and more stories here on Deep Roots TV. You know I'm Rastafari soldier. If it's your first time tuning in, hit that red subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings, families and friends. Thank you for tuning in to Deep Roots TV. If it's your first time tuning in to the Rastaman channel, I'm asking you to hit that red subscribe button and tune in. Build up the Rastaman panel. Ladies and gentlemen, cops released a picture of a woman that is said to be able to provide information in the death of 8-year-old Daniel Rowe, as police seeking public's help in finding a woman they believe can assist them with the information related to the death of 8-year-old Daniel Rowe. The police on the Twitter page released the image developed using electronic facial identity technology of a woman they believe to be able to provide information regarding the case. Police reports are that the child was abducted from the school last Thursday and her throat was slashed. Rowe, a student of Brayton Primary in Portmore in St. Catherine, was taken from the institution in a motor car, transported to Vineyard Town in St. Andrew, and thrown from the vehicle. Police theorize the wounded child, later found, rushed to the hospital where she died. The police followed the incident and launched a manhunt searching for persons responsible for the death of the child. The police said that as also looking on footage of local captured from security cameras. The injured child was found, ladies and gentlemen, in the bushes. Police said that woman of brown complexion, slim built, about 5'10", and she appears to be in her 30s. Meanwhile, anyone with information is being asked to contact the local police station, Crime Stopper at 311, or even the Halfway Tree Police Station at 876-926-8184 or 876-926-8186. Police also suggest you call the emergency number, the 119 number, ladies and gentlemen. This is a terrible, terrible situation that has occurred, and I personally am appalled of the lack of interest by the people themselves in this particular case. Daniel Rowe is only an 8-year-old young girl, and she has been taken away from her mother, her father, her family, and the country. The community is in shock right now, ladies and gentlemen, and the local police is asking for your help. The Jamaican police is asking for your help, ladies and gentlemen. In international news, ladies and gentlemen, we've been waiting on news about this. Rudolph Jahar, a Haitian businessman, has been sentenced to life in the assassination of former Haitian President Jovenel Moise. Now, a federal judge in Miami sentenced the Haitian Chilean businessman to life in prison this month for his role in helping Colombian mercenaries with weapons to assassinate Haitian President Jovenel Moise in 2021. Now, his name is Rudolph Jar, 51, and is the first person to be convicted and sentenced in what the United States prosecution have described as a broad plot and conspirator in Haiti and Florida to reap lucrative contract under a new administration once Moise was out of the way. An additional 10 defendants are awaiting trial in the United States. Jar, who has dual Haitian and Chilean citizenship, previously had been an informant for the United States government and had been convicted of drug trafficking a decade ago. He pled guilty on March to conspiracy to commit murder or kidnapping outside of the United States and providing material support resulting in death. Now, my question is, why the United States have jurisdiction over this case? Why not the Haitian government? I guess they are not good enough to handle their own case. And as you hear, this Chilean citizen, Haitian citizen, was a United States informant. Federal Judge Jose E. Martinez handed down the sentence a 10-minute hearing June 2nd at the federal court in downtown Miami. Jar received a maximum sentence he faced despite pleading guilty and pledging to cooperate with investigators in hope of receiving a lighter sentence. Moise was killed on July 7, 2021 when assassins broke into his private home in Port-au-Prince. He was just 53, ladies and gentlemen. In addition to Jar, the other defendants in Miami are former Colombian soldier Mario Palacio and Jermaine Alexandro Rivera Garcia, a former Haitian senator John Joel Joseph, Haitian American James Salazar, Joseph Vincent, and Christian Emmanuel Sanon, American Frederick Joseph Benjamin, Colombian Archangel Pretel Ortiz, Venezuelan American Antonio Intriago, and the Ecuadorian American financier Walter Venit Mila. The Haitian government also has arrested more than 40 people for their alleged role in the murder, including 18 former Colombian soldiers. Judge Martinez sit at hearing for August 21 to hand down a possible fine. Jar entered the hearing room handcuffed and with shackles on his ankle, wearing prisoner beige shirt and pants. He was wearing a face mask and his graying hair was neatly cut. He listened to the judge's ruling with his head bowed. The businessman declined to make a statement to the judge and his rights to appeal the sentence within 2 weeks. His lawyer, Frank Schwartz, told the Associated Press after the hearing that Jar has not yet decided whether to do so and declined to comment further. Jar arrived in South Florida in January of 2022 after being detained in Dominican Republic and has been held in federal detention ever since. According to the U.S. authorities, he voluntarily agreed to be transferred to the Miami to face charges against him, according to changing on charges of the documents. The conspirators initially planned to kidnap the Haitian president and later changed the plan to kill him instead. Plotters had hoped to win contract under a successor to Moise, investigators allege. Jar was responsible for supplying weapons to Colombian mercenaries for the operation, court documents stated. Several of the former South American soldiers also stayed in houses controlled by Jar, according to the charges. Now, this sounds like a lot of these people have American ties, and for some reason, the case is being handled in America. The Haitian government has arrested over 40 people, allegedly, that has been involved in the assassination of the Haitian president, Jovenel Moïse. May your soul rest in peace, and I hope your family, your beautiful wife, and your historic nation of Haiti get justice. This was a open day, modern day coup d'etat planned up by bigger heads. I don't care what they said. This was well planned. There was too many people involved, too many factions of people from different countries, and the story is going to be digged into more, and more are going to be revealed, ladies and gentlemen. Leave your comments on this. R.I.P. Jovenel Moïse, and congrats to Haiti. At least the case is not being swept under the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Now, in this other story here, it's a story that man was shocked when I saw it, because a morgue manager at Harvard Medical School has been charged with stealing and selling human remains, ladies and gentlemen. And when I said stealing and selling human remains, I mean it is shocking. In 2023, a prestigious college as the Harvard Medical School. Now, I want to clarify in the picture here, the manager is the African American man. And the woman there you see in the picture with him is his wife, the European woman. Now, Scranton, Pennsylvania, a former manager of a Harvard Medical School morgue, his wife, and 3 other people have been indicted in the theft and sale of human body parts, federal prosecutor in Pennsylvania announced Wednesday. His name is Cedric Lodge, a 55-year-old man of Goffstown, New Hampshire. He stole dissected portion of cadavers that were donated to the school in a scheme that stretched from 2018 to 2023. According to court documents, the body parts were taken without the school's knowledge or permission, authorities said. Additionally, the school has cooperated with the investigation. Lodge, this is the name of the gentleman. Lodge sometimes took the body parts with him, including heads, brains, skin, and bones, back to his home where he lived with his wife, Denise, 63 years old. And some remains were sent to buyers through mails, authorities said. Lodge also allegedly allowed buyers to come to his morgue to pick what the remains they wanted to buy. Bodies donated to the Harvard Medical School are used for educational and teaching or research purposes. Once they are no longer needed, the cadavers are usually cremated and the ash returned to the donor's family or buried in the cemetery. In a message posted to the school's website entitled "An Abhorrent Betrayal," Dean George Daly and Edward Hundred called the matter morally reprehensible. They said the lodge was fired May 6. We apologize to the families associated in this situation. We're appalled to learn that something so disturbing could have happened on our campus, a community dedicated to healing and serving others, the dean wrote. The reported incidents are a betrayal of the Harvard Medical School. And most importantly, each of the individuals who authorize the trust of our people chose the bodies to the Harvard Medical School throughout the anonymity or anonymitical gift program, to advance medical education and research. Paula Pelchnovich and her sister, Danielle Lynch, said they were shocked to learn that their father's remains were among those that said to be stolen and sold. They said their parents were both police officers in New Hampshire and who wanted to donate their bodies to science. While the women fear they may never know what happened to their father remained, they have asked the school to return the body of their mothers who died in March. Their father died in 2019. Who could do something like that? What kind of person? No respect at all for the family, Petrovich told a TV station there in New Hampshire about the defendant. They need to pay. The indictment charged the Lodges and 3 others. Katrina Maclean, 44, of Salem, Massachusetts. Joshua Taylor, 46, of West Lawn, Pennsylvania. And Matthew Lamit, 52, of East Bethel, Minnesota, with conspiracy and interstate transport of stolen goods. I mean, you hear this hideous act that these people commit, and this is in the United States. Now, Taylor's lawyer, Christopher Opel, declined comment Thursday. It was not known if any of the other defendants had a lawyer, and they could comment on their behalf. According to prosecutor, the defendants were part of a nationwide network of people who bought and sold remains stolen from the schools and an Arkansas mortuary. The Lodges allegedly sold remains of Maclean, Taylor, and other arrangements made through telephone calls and social media websites. I mean, you'd think they would have some sense nowadays that they know that everything is being monitored. Taylor sometimes transported stolen remains back to Pennsylvania, authorities said, while other times the Lodges would mail remains to others in the mail. Maclean and Taylor resold the stolen remains for profit, authorities said. Maclean owns Cat's Creepy Creation, a store in Peabody, Massachusetts, where authorities say she sold and stored human remains. It's on her Instagram page noted that the store sells creations that shock the mind and shake the soul, along with creepy dolls, oddities, and bone arts. The indictment cited a transaction where Maclean allegedly sold human skins to a Pennsylvania man who tanned it and created leather. After Maclean shipped more human skin to the man, she contacted him and confirmed that the shipment arrived because she wanted to make sure it got to you, and I don't expect agents at my door, court paper said. Well, that did not seem to work out because the agents them showed up. In another instance, Maclean allegedly agreed to buy 2 dissected face for $600 from Cedric Lodge in October of 2020. The indictment also alleged that over a 3-year period, Taylor transported 39 payments of human remains totaling $37,355.56 in PayPal account operated by Denise Lodge. One payment for $1,000 including a memo head number 7, while another for $200 read brains. Denise and Cedric Lodge both made their initial court appearance Wednesday in federal court in Concord, New Hampshire. And where they were each released on personal recognizance bail. Wow. They declined to comment when they left the courthouse. 2 other people have been charged in the case. Jeremy Pauley, age 41, of Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, allegedly bought some remains from Candice Champman Scott of Little Rock, Arkansas, who allegedly stole them from the mortuary where she worked. Authorities have said Scott stole body parts from cadavers she was supposed to have cremated, noting many of the bodies had been donated for use of research and educational purposes by a medical school in Arkansas. Pauley allegedly sold many of the stolen remains to other people, including Lampy. Pauley and Lampy bought and sold from each other over the extended period of time, exchanging more than $100,000 in online payment, authorities said. Scott and Pauley have both pleaded not guilty. These are just shocking allegations. I can't even find words to hear say people are deal in stolen body part. First of all, even if you never stolen, why you are deal in a them thing there? Leave your comments about these things, people. Now, you can look at the man with tattoo up and realize something wrong with him. Something is wrong with him. But when me realize the black man was the head of the morgue at the Harvard, you see him there? And him wife a cover up her face over on the right. The black man was the head because I personally thought it was the man with the tattoo up, and I thought he was the one that stole the... I did not realize, say, the black man at the head of the Harvard School morgue. Me think I did this here, man, you show me see him with the skull. And him tattoo up and look like them kind of man there. People. Do you hear what's going on in today's world? Tell you, little boys and girls, it is not right. Not at all in Jaja's sight. Now, before this story slips away from I, man, want to touch upon it because it's one of the top stories in the last week. Because you know that the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, was indicted and he has pleaded not guilty, and it's on the classified documents charges. And I wanted to, put in my few cents, my new cents. Subscribe, like, and share to the channel. Yeah. Build up the Rastaman panel for me, you know what I say? Yeah.
Tune in to Deep Roots TV. Log in, subscribe, online, YouTube. Get there or be square. Jacoby said that.
Yeah, so it's being reported that Donald Trump pled not guilty in federal document case. It was on June 13 in Miami in a federal court. Trump pled not guilty on Tuesday to federal criminal charges that he unlawfully kept national security documents when he left the office and lied to officials who sought to recover them. Trump plea entered before the U.S. Magistrate Judge Jonathan Goodman in a federal court in Miami set up a legal battle likely to play out over coming months as he campaigns to win back his presidency in November of 2024 election. Experts say it could be a year or more before the trial takes place. Trump wearing a blue suit and a red tie, frowned and leaned back in his chair but did not speak during the 47 minutes hearing. Now he was allowed to leave the courthouse without conducting or travel restriction, meaning that they did not take his, passport or anything. Goodman ruled that he was not allowed to communicate with potential witness in the case. Trump aide Walt Nauta, who is also charged in the case, appeared in the court alongside Trump, but will not have to enter a plea until June 27 because he does not have a local lawyer. He too was released without having to post bond and was ordered not to talk to any other witness. Supporters chant, "We love you, Trump," as he passed in his motorcade. Now, it was roughly about a 2 hour, after he arrived. The court was about 3:55. Many people were saying that, Trump should be perp walk, fingerprint. But seconds after he visited the court, many people outside were cheering for Trump, as one person was arrested when the motorcade was leaving, because him tried to jump in front of the motorcade to create a problem. Other than that, it appears that everything went smooth for the arraignment of the former President of the United States. Now, this is a little imagery right here of Trump leaving after he was arraigned. He was released after he pled not guilty in the Miami courthouse there. So, if you have any opinion about the trials that Trump's been facing, if you feel like he still can win the presidency in the 2024, or you think he have been tarnished through the media and through all these different indictments and impeachment, leave your comment. Or if you think Trump still solid, because right now he's still leading in all polls amongst Republicans. Yeah, and right now it's not looking good, because it seems like coming down the pike, Joe Biden might be getting swiped. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier here of Deep Roots TV. I have some more news to run through. For example, a boat, unfortunately. Don't know what I want to talk about. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Tragedy has hit Nigeria, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, because it's being reported that a boat returning from a wedding has split in half. And unfortunately, it's being reported here that over 100 people is being said to have been killed. Some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Abuja, Nigeria, a boat returning from a wedding has capsized, ladies and gentlemen. In the northern Nigeria, killing at least 103. The number seems to have been going up, including children, officials said. Residents and police were still searching for dozens of people who were on the overcrowded boat that capsized early Monday on the Niger River in Patigi district of Kwara, which is 160 kilometers from Ilorin, the state capital of Nigeria, according to the police spokesman. Ajaya said that 100 people had been rescued so far. Most of those who drowned were from the village. Wow. They said most of those who drowned were relatives from, several villages that attended the wedding together and parted late into the night, according to the spokesperson, the local chief. They arrived at the ceremony on motorcycle but had to leave on a local made boat after a downpour flooded the road. The boat was overloaded and close to 300 persons were in it. While they were coming, the boat hit a big log inside the water and split into two, he said. Wow. The wedding was held in a village of Egboti in the neighboring Niger state, said Usman Ibrahim, a resident. Because of the accident happening at 3 a.m., it was hours before many people knew what happened. Wow. And at night, early morning, as the passengers drowned, villagers nearby rushed to the scene and managed to rescue about 50 at first. Luke Pada said, describing early efforts to rescue the passengers as slow and very difficult. As of Tuesday afternoon, officials and locals were still searching for more bodies in the river, which is one of Nigeria's largest. Police spokesman Ajia said that the rescue operation would continue throughout the night until Wednesday. Wow, locals said that it's the deadliest boat accident they have ever seen in years. By Tuesday evening, all of the bodies recovered so far has been buried, most near the river. Wow, in accordance with the local customs, Lakupada said, Karawa Governor Abdullah Raham office issued a statement expressing sadness for the families of those who killed and said that he is continued to mourn and monitor the rescue effort already set off since Monday night in search of possible survivors. Boat accidents are common in many remote communities across Nigeria, where locals-made vessels are commonly used to transport. Most accidents are attributed to the overloading and the use of poorly maintained boats. This is a tragedy in Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen. And I saw this in the news and I really had to report on that. Just disturbing. Over 103 dead in Nigeria when returning from a wedding. They said it was 3 a.m. in the morning. The boat hit a large log in the ocean. So the captain never see that. A large log in the water. Split in two. And because it's so early in the morning, 3 a.m., most people sleeping. Them don't know where I go on. Jaja. Jah know. Rastafari. Sticking with the international news, family and friends. It seems like US want mess with Cuba. So, let me make my cousin see a thing real quick.
Yo, big up Deep Roots TV. Cornwall and Lacoga. Don't talk.
Yeah, big up Deep Roots TV straight from out of Cornwall, St. Elizabeth. You see it? Yeah, Chris.
Okay, family and friends. The United States of America. The United States of America. There's the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, has confirmed that China has been spying on the United States since 2019 from as close as Cuba. So me wanted to make me know if I start, them want to start up something with Cuba. Or if you not think say something is in this. Yeah. Well, families and friends, like me I say now, you know sometimes I speak the Spanglish, but me know say most of Jamaica understand English. And Cuba speak Spanish. A long time we are linked with Cuba. A long time we know that America appear propaganda. But after initial crying inaccurate, Biden administration has confirmed that China has a spy base in Cuba since 2019. Why 2019? Well, maybe Orange Man was in power, Zane. Well, China has teamed up with a communist ally to spy on the United States. This is what the New York Post is saying. Just 90 miles south of Florida, White House official confirmed the country has been operating a spy base in Cuba since at least 2019 as part of an effort to ramp up its spy effort, a Biden administration official said, noting that the issue has been ongoing and predates Biden presidency. The anonymous White House official said that U.S. intelligence community has known of China spying from Cuba for some time, deeming that an ongoing matter, that it is not a new development. The Biden administration has worked to stop China's effort to expand its spy operation and believes some progress has been made through diplomacy and other specified actions and treaties, the official said. The extension of the Chinese spy base was confirmed by the Wall Street Journal on Thursday, which reported that China and Cuba had reached an agreement in principles to build an electronic observer or an eavesdrop statement on the station on the island. You see how them people are wicked people. You see how them people are evil people. So them want to start something with Cuba. So you see what them say? Them say China is linking up with them neighbor. Them lie. Them lie. Me don't believe that. But following the news Thursday, the White House called the report inaccurate. I've seen the press report. It's not accurate. White House National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said to the MSNBC interview on Thursday, what I can tell you is that we have been concerned since day one of this administration about China influencing activities around the world. Certainly, in this hemisphere and in this region, we're watching this very, very closely. Cuban Deputy Foreign Minister Carlos Fernandez de Casio also denied the report on Twitter. You see it? Me tell you, see I lie them that tell. The slanderous speculation continues, eventually promoted by certain media to cause harm and alarm without observing minimum patterns of communication and without providing data or evidence to support what they disseminate, he wrote. So that means he lied in the newspaper, tell them just to stir up some fear in the paper them head. According to the announcement, this anonymous official Biden National Security team was briefed about the spy base China efforts further in intelligence spying and collaborating with Cuba. In his office, January 2021, Chinese officials looked at sites spanning the Atlantic Ocean, Latin America and Middle East, Central Asia, Africa, and Indo-Pacific before picking Cuba. An already existing facility on the island was upgraded for the spying operation in 2019, the official said. Tension between the U.S. and China has been fraughted throughout Biden's term. U.S.-China relations have been unsteadied through Biden's term. Thinking, things took a turn for the worse after then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited the democratic government of Taiwan and visited, the first by the sitting U.S. Speaker since 1997, promoted China with prompted China, which claimed that the island as its territory, to start conducting military exercise around Taiwan. The relationship between even further strained after the U.S. shut down the Chinese spy balloon that had crossed into the U.S. earlier this year. I don't know, spy balloon, it's a weather observatory balloon being used by students. At least that's what was documented. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, in planning to travel to China next week after a previous trip was cancelled as the balloon flew over U.S. Blinken expected to be in Beijing on June 18 for a meeting, which is tomorrow, with the senior Chinese officials, according to the U.S. officials, which spoke Friday on the condition of anonymity. CIA Director William Burns met in Beijing with his counterpart last month. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan met with his Chinese counterpart in Vienna last month and made clear that the administration want to improve high-level communication with Chinese officials. Then how them are going like say them are enemy? You see what me I say? Top man in the CIA, FBI, security, and Homeland Security, and Space Coast, and the Ghost Coast, and all this coast, and meet with the next man them. And them are going like them are enemy. I told you, all governments are friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier here at Deep Roots TV. I'm reporting live about the decree, the cry, the documentation, the falseness of the lies. They're indicating that China and Cuba link up and pan America them a spy. And me I tell you, see a lie. Look pan the Cuban people them, how them down there a suffer. Look how them a struggle. And from me born, me never hear them go for something where them not fi go for. Allow the paper them alone. Who not to lie, who not to base a lie. Ha more life, ha more joy, and ha more nappiness. Me I say pan them, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to be continuing with some more news, but these news are going to be more upbeat. You are gone. Subscribe, like, and share to the channel. Build up the Rasta Man panel if you have not. Subscribe, like, or share. Now, Jamaica, Achilles Smith, and me girl, you are gone. Me say Achilles Smith. A former Edwin Allen High jumper from the University of Texas right now is flying high. You know why she's flying high? Because she just helped the Longhorns them win the NCAA championship in Austin, Texas. Achilles Smith, a former Edwin Allen High jumper from the University of Texas, has clinched the women's long jump title at the NCAA championship in Austin, Texas on Thursday. Smith, who's entered the competition as the world leader, with a mark of 7.09 meters, rally on the sixth and final jump to secure victory with a distance of 6.88 meters. This achievement marked the second gold medal in a women's long jump in the school's history. 2 years ago, Tara Davis set a collegiate record of 6.93 meters to claim the Longhorns women's first gold in the event, a record that still stands. Smith faced elimination in the third round after fouling her first 2 jumps. However, the Texan sophomore rallied and relied up on her final jump for a 6.10 meter, keeping her in the competition. In the third round, Smith improved and took the lead with a 6.68 meter. Her lead was short-lived as Stanford freshman Elisa Jones leaped 6.86 meters in the fourth round. Season control, Smith responded with a fifth jump of 6.81 meters, securing her second place position. In the final jump of the season, Smith leapt at 6.88 meters, surprising Jones, who finished second at 6.86 meters. Jasmine Moore of the University of Florida, who was considered a title favorite, claimed bronze third medal and leapt 6.66 and her final leap. This is my track. I'm not going to lose on it, Smith said moments after her dramatic win. My team need the point. I'm definitely not losing. Smith will have the opportunity to contribute more points to the Texan women team total on Saturday when she competes in the triple jump finals. In another remarkable feat, Jamaican athlete, former Kingston College jumper Kerry McLeod of University of Arkansas claimed the men's long jump title on the opening day of the championship on Wednesday. McLeod, who had previously claimed it in 2023 NCAA indoor title on his final jump, equaled the facility record set by Stephanie McCarter of Texas in 2021 with a winning mark of 6.26 meters in the opening round. Pinnock, the defending champion and also former KC athlete, took the silver medal with a jump of 8.15 meters, resulting in 1-2 finish in the University of Arkansas. Kentucky's Jordan Turner of former Calabar High jump challenged Pinnock with an effort of 8.13, securing the bronze medal and completing a remarkable 1-2-3 finish for Jamaican athlete. The thing up there. Big up on yourself. You see it? Youths, look here. These are examples. I'm so excited and elated. I'm sorry I'm not even going to put up the picture because I didn't even realize that the article was so exciting. These are examples. Parents, call the youth them and make them watch a party again. These are examples of 3-4 youth, 4 youths, where from their hard work in school, Akela Smith, Yogan T, from them hard work in school, Jordan Turner, from their hard work in school, Stephen McCarter, hard work, Yogan T, Kingston College, high jump, Kerry McLeod, hard work in school. These are examples of children, young children for the future that we are so proud of. Jamaicans that have excelled, that have separated themselves from the pack by being the example, by working in school, by excelling, gaining the right to go abroad. See? And after them go abroad, them still never bow out and be a fraud. Now here is another Mr. Exciting people. On the leave a comment upon this one here. You hear how the Jamaican youth them a perform in a foreign? Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Yo. I'm going to make one of my thugs them out of foreign. See a thing and then I'll forward again with another beautiful story. This time is Shanika Ricky.
Yo, big up Deep Roots TV. You don't know Lenky, you know. See it out of fresh, clean, hustling mode. You don't know. You just come to my store, still, you know what things say. Get to you, so you know what thing go. You know rich and the real thing. And you mean action doing, action and plan. Deep Roots TV, you know what thing go. Yeah, big up.
Alright, family and friends, like I said, Shanika Ricketts, right? Like I told you, it's a beautiful, beautiful moment to see my Jamaican people them excelling. Leave a comment. Let me know if you agree. Here again, Shanika Ricketts has won the triple jump championship in Finland. Two-time world champion silver medal, Shanika Ricketts won the women triple jump in Pavo Nurmi Games, a World Athletic Continental Tour gold meeting in Turku, Finland. Excuse me. Now the Jamaican best hop skip jump came in the 5th round. Cause I let them start stretch. Yo, I got it. 14.20 meters. That gave her victory over Turkey's Tugba Danismaz, which hop, skip, and jump 14.03. And Slovenia's Nija Filipic a 13.83. Now the Jamaican compatriot Kimberly Williams finished 9th with an effort of 13.38. And you see how it tight? 9th. It was the best series, but it wasn't the best series, but to come out with the win, I'm grateful, said Ricketts, the 3rd Jamaican in act. She and Salem could only manage 7th in the women's 400-meter hurdle and crossed the finish line 55.81. Britain's Jessie Knight ticked off a key World Athlete Championship qualified time in the event, clocking 54.32 to take victory. All the evidence showed that she needed just a few more strides. Her new stride pattern showed that she's running better, stepping over the hurdles. I needed that, said Knight. It's not been the best start, but the season today is the first day I got it right. So perseverance is the key. I'm very relieved. I'll go into training and go back into the blocks right now for the next 2 weeks before I go to Ostrava. Now I can go home really motivated. Australia's Sarah Carley followed her home with a personal best of 54.66, while Finland's Vivi Lahikonen took 3rd with 54.88. Apologies for the name them, cause you know say when I yard man, I'm not too known for them Eurocentric name there, especially over in Finland, in a Slavic area them. Tried my best. But I man want touch a little more on the yard vibes. Because me know say, the European girl here have Shensia in her court for a while. And me really want to touch upon it because me rate Shensia and me rate the yard people them, and the yard people them is always calling about cultural appropriation. And I just had to shake my head and smile. Because here it is where thief no like thief with long bag. Because it appears that Sheng Yang get caught with her hand in the cookie jar, if you know what I mean. Because here you have this European girl that does her little art. It's sensuous. I mean, I showed some of her art and YouTube seemed to didn't like it. Basically, she used like fruits and make sensuous things and sensuous pose and make it look like say rare. And it appears that Sheng Yang thought she could have copied the idea, copied the art, and this woman took it to heart. So it appears that Shensia is getting over this particular lawsuit because it appears that she have settled another lawsuit over copyright. Well, you see, the music video was shot in 2019. Y'all can see. Them time they look like say them never know what them a do. Like they did not realize that these white people just waiting on you. Because them know say you got thief something. So before you contact the lady and speak to her, because I'm sure she would have gave you permission to use it, you see what you did? She ended up ripping off the young lady. Ripping off the young lady's video and idea. And it cost her. Cost her heavily. Because it appears that the woman wanted over, $400,000 for her compensation. And I don't know if that video net Sheng Yang that amount of money. Although anything for do with nastiness, say we're there on it. The video name is Foreplay. If you have not looked at it, I know man like Sheng Yang, but I think she baphomet out. You are going to. The article here is saying that Shensia has settled her second lawsuit for the year. As notice of settlement has been filed in a copyright infringement. This case has been brought by creator Stephanie Sarley. Sarley is known for her popular fruit porn videos, where she used fruits in simulating acts of penetration and use her fingers on fruits. The artist's video are meant to mirror certain sexual acts and says that Shensia used these in her late video in 2022 after snips of the video appear in the music video of Sheng Yang's song Foreplay without her permission. On Wednesday, the plaintiff lawyer filed a joint statement referencing an out-of-court settlement by Shensia. The details of the settlement was not disclosed. Now, Sully had asked earlier for a large sum. She was represented by attorney Pitts and Shahari, LLP, who revealed that the claim will not go forward to trial because the settlement to resolve all claims at issue in the case has been reached. But then the statement has not formalized yet. The attorney also sought the court jurisdiction to enforce the statement settlement should the artist fail to comply with the undertaking. Shensia is presently signed to Interscope Record, which was named a party of the lawsuit filed by Sarley, and claimed had initially listed damages of $450,000. The director of the music video, Marco Ruiz, also known as Frame X God, was also added to the defamation or the defendant as Sensia and Interscope sought to indemnify themselves against him. Both defendants had denied culpability and blamed it on the music director as a third party expressing his own creative direction. This is Sensia's second lawsuit for the year that she has settled. Back in March, she has also settled another copyright infringement lawsuit brought over Lick, the song with Megan Thee Stallion. Producer Anastasia Pupa Nas T. Hackett had sued the rapper for the work sample. Her manager Ramesh Major had said that she received clearance from Dennis Belfon to use the link. Put your back in it. Just a little more. However, it seems that the song was jointly owned by Belford and Pupa Nasty, who claimed US $10 million in damages, profit, and legal fees. It's unclear how much money was received in the settlement, and the producer has not revealed the amount due to the NDA, non-disclosure agreement clause, in the settlement agreement. It seems like Shenyang now learn a lesson. You see, the reason why I'm talking about this, like I said, when I say cultural reappropriation, from me little bit and I grow Jamaican a copy American song. So me don't know why as soon as one white, how one Chinese, how one Indian, how one Spanish girl start singing go on like Jamaican, her put in some braids, her twist up them hair, who know I talk about cultural appropriation. We take all kind of people culture. We get Chinese, yai. Why if the Indian people them say stop wear weave? Why if the white people them say stop wear weave? What uno dan do? How you dan kill out the brave? Cause enough of uno dan ball, and nobody wouldn't be like by Steve. Yo, listen to me people. Shenyang learn her lesson because the white girl get a blessing. She go use the girl clip art and style in foreplay, and now the girl bring her to court and she have to pay. Subscribe, like, and share to the channel. Help build up the Rastaman panel. Me want talk about the boy footer hype. But make me little Indian cousin say something for a second. Yo, you see me Indian cousin, she cute at the truth. I'm a family, you know. Listen, family and friends. Me have some more cousins in my community, Cornwall district here, we want big up, you know. Big up all my generals, them down at Lacovia and them place, the Yaganti. Big up my girl Tash. Big up my girl Marlene. Big up all of the people, them all the play. Josette, big up yourself, Yaganti. You know, say your name, Portia. Yaganti. Big up all of the ladies, them from Lacovia. Yaganti. Yeah, so one of my family here.
Big up Deep Root, the top boss, the peanut boss. One big up Cornwall. One big up everybody, my friend them, my linky them. Big up yourself, Greg. There, you see it. Peanut man, the boss. Up there.
Deep Roots TV.
TV.
Real TV.
Alright, my family and friends. I want to touch a little topic here, you know, but I don't too much want to give too much clout. Now, I notice the footer hype, footer nose wipe always a jump up and rasta when him start lose them stripe. Your organty, because I see that Aishana, your organty is living all over Bahama, flossing all in America, and all footer can do is staring at the camera and talk to him boyfriend them on the internet and a lick off in lip. So it appears that Rasta is a beating stick for this footer boy here. So I wanted to take a look of what's going on. Because for a week now, I noticed that foot and nose wipe are running pan Yai Wayne. And are the wrong person foot a hype one for running pan. Because at the point, foot and no do nothing what Yai Wayne do. Foot and no reach nowhere where Yai Wayne reach. So, me see a little video, a little clippings where Yai Wayne says something. Listen what Yai Wayne said. You say foot a hype have the same ideas where most Jamaicans have. Them look for Rasta as them baiting stick. You are going to as somebody where them can talk about anytime this and everybody pile on. Because them try that with Rastafari soldier. So me not talk like say me no know, you know. I want to try it with Rastafari soldier. Say, most Jamaicans a bust a man tea head. A people out of Jamaica are different Yai Wayne. Because most Jamaicans don't like Rasta. Now me I look through an article here and I say Yai Wayne fans has taken on footer hype after claiming that the artist threw a shade at him. You know hear what Yai Wayne say? Yai Wayne say, who social media bad boy want draw out? Footer you say you no bad. So I couldn't you the man talk about. You want to put yourself and get a clout. You are going to, because every time your woman, every time your baby mother I shine and end up in the newspaper, me realize it. Because again, every time I shine and come in the newspaper, you catch some kind of emotion. And before you go take care of your son, you want to climb up on Rasta back. Well, let me tell you, stinking fish head, footer hype. Rasta and no weak fence. Who you think you are? You think say you have the gauge fit turn on Rastafire and turn off Rastafire? Now the fans of Yai Wayne have taken on this stinking fish head named footer hype. After the veteran musician selector has railhead on Instagram over the singer using a line about social media bad boy during a launch of the Ital Fool Fest, mistakenly claiming that the artist was throwing shade at him. I want sink man fi fling off of you. Want chimney. Because of that you have under your bed right now because you don't live nowhere. You take people for fall. You want to clown the iconic Jamaican every time you are lay down in your stall. Because nothing is going for you. You are going to. So you want to jump up on Rasta. And I know you are the only one. I know you are the only one. Enough of them artists that when them see them a slip off and a slide off, them come call up Rasta name. Enough of them girls when them want to hype on social media, them this Rasta name. Cause them try to take Rasta fame. But guess what? How your mother and father to be blamed. Cause you have a bustamante mentality. Social media personality. Cause I could have swear you was a DJ. Me could have swear you was a selector. But for the last few years, from your runway from Jamaica, and I hide You would rather live illegal somewhere and take foreign bribe. And they run off your mouth on the iconic man. The Rasta man. How you like I win. The lava ground. And what do you youth? And me see you take it for your habit. Whenever I Shana come in at the newspaper or make a deal. Come see her in the newspaper with some swim arounds. 2 articles last week. So you have to run out now. And show your embarrassment. Because your baby mother doing better. You are going to use that and put some hole in your sweater. You figure look for your look a yacht. He look just like you. Take care of him done for the on social media. I lick off your lips to man in a your phone camera in a one old car or one van. You want this? I win. A Jamaican legend. You're a fool. The article says, however, contrary to footer hype claim, the social media bad boy lyrics, which I win spot you in the Fury performance, was not excluding or introducing or piting him out or extemporizing him, as such he suggests, but were from a song, Evil I Watch Ya, song which was released in January this year. Evil I Watch You was produced by Cross the Way Production in Never Sell Me Soul Rhythm. During the performance after the crane, meet, eat, and calling for the power of that be legalized there. After him decree and burn out meat eating and call for the powers to legalize the herbs and burn out sodomy. I win stated, evil I watch you. Him preface the second verse by declaring that, hey, me can't go on in the second verse, you know, right? Cause me hear them say, no fire no burn. From where they are. Some like a social media youth. We are try a thing. Try a thing, cause you can't in a highway in the king. Class, how can the student, I will give you material for your damn phone. How can the student, you look a handout, I criticize the professor. Rasta the ancient, legendary of Jamaica. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. I mean, I'll take it back. I notice, I realize Jamaicans do not like Rasta. And when you see me, you can prove to me in our conversation how Jamaicans like, oh no, rate Rasta. And everybody worldwide rate Rasta. When me tell other people that, them shock. And you know why you don't like Rasta? Cause Rasta bunny nastiness. I wanna love wrap up in the nastiness. After I win song 2 verse, which goes, no need to show off to your role with dramatic or act like you are diplomatic. Hard, cold, subtly you want tar out. Who social media bad boy want draw out? Fire still ablaze and it now out. Lava ground. But on the Instagram live, Thursday, foot and nose wife, the big rotten fish head boy, we run by from Jamaica. Watch, look on him dance them when him a play. Look on him social media. A peer man. When you dep on the internet, have the phone down, bend down your neck, and lip off your lip. Who you are try entice? Fish head boy. Foot and nose knife. Rotten fish head boy. A Rastafari soldier, you know the eye. I'm blazing the fire and don't ask me why. Cause you love to ride Rastafari name. You're nobody. You're nobody. And you look a fame. So you want to jump up on Rasta name. Eh? You want to jump up on Rasta name. When you're ready, you are going like say you have the gauge to the fire. Me burn bag of wire. You are going tea. You are nothing but Mr. Busterman T. I go around the corner and I call up Rasta, 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 Rasta. Why don't you burn your own fire? You is an instigator. Eh? Or you is a fish lover. Cause you want to blow up Rasta and infam dry snitch. We tell everybody what Rasta do. Why don't you do it? You're not a Jamaican. But show your bad mind Rasta. But show your hater Rasta. Because you have the Buster Man T mentality. You want every little minute, every hour a Rasta. We not ask you for no power. You're foul. Go take a shower. Idiot fishhead boy. To the society of Jamaica, Rastafari is the keeper of the history. To the nation, we are the keeper of the history. On a bad mind Rasta. Foot a high bad mind Rasta. Because that's how you can live, man. Why you not burn the bleacher? Why you don't burn the Saddamatic things them? Why a Rasta? The upright elder. The loyal warrior, the loyal soldier, Emperor Haile Selassie children, the legendary man of Jamaica, the iconic. You can't name nobody greater than Bob Marley, Burning Spear, Cesar Kalonji, Capitan, I Wayne. Where you are go? I'm sick and tired of footer stinking fish head. Dirty footer hype. Because I shall left your youth. People tell me if I lie, me I tell. Every time I shall make the newspaper footer hype have to come on social media country Rasta. Like him I compete with Aishana. Any boy you see I compete with woman. A fish head. And him is a big rotten group ahead. The Instagram Live Thursday accusing I Wayne of throwing shade at him. All because of an insinuation. Just because a compilation of some Rastafari lyrics. The Lava Grand artist Bunny Fire pan you again. So him a say, he's complaining about Rastafarians such as the Lava Gun artist not burning any fire. Go in front of you say you look a fish head. Who you think you are? Are you at the gas company for Rastaman? Are you at the burner controller? Are you, who are you? You go lay down in the traffic, boy. Go lay down in the traffic. You know about fire. You know about fire, uncompromising fire. You know about Capitan and Sizzler. You know about Bob Marley, Burning Spear. You know about fire. You know about lava. How long shall they kill our prophet? Me not stand aside and look. You can't do that. I stop, you want to stop the Yai Wayne from flame throwing. If Yai Wayne no want to sing one more lava tune, him done him work. What have you done other than try to rip Rasta down? What have you done other than run left and neglect your son? What have you done? Leave your country, a foreign you run gone. What have you done? You try to bring down dancehall. What have you done? Tell me what you do for Jamaica. Tell me what lava or fire you are born. But you say Yai Wayne not have the answer footer nose not wipe. Yai Wayne not have the answer thinking fish head footer hype Because Yai Wayne have done his work. Because all Footer can do is go on Yai G. All you can go on the FBI gram, the informer gram. Sit down in your car and hold your phone, try to be intimate with a man. Because me know they on social media. I lick off my lip and I hold my phone down on an angle to try entice people. Fishhead go look a good work. Fishhead come off a Rasta name. Fishhead leave Jamaica's iconic man. Fishhead are jealous, you're jealous for the Rasta man. Footer hype, take your time and take care of your son. They you look just like you. If a jacket that and a jada son, you feel mind it. Just because I shana call it quits and it lick where your skull. Now because Rasta have long hair, you are run down Rasta. We not inna it. We not inna it. We might be hermetic, but we not like a fish. We no want Footer hype or follow up Rasta like him thinks a Rasta in a some funny thing. Cause Rasta don't like bully. Any man where you see bully a next man, he must swim fully. You must get a rise. You must get a rise. Calling up Rasta name. You must get a rise. Are you just looking a rotted fame? You must get a rise. Fear every month, every time. People look on this. Every time I shana in the paper and a rise. Cause Scatterberella deal with that, right? The girl look good, the girl look nice. The boy Footer hype head mash up. So what him a do? Him want come pick pan Rasta. Eh? Anytime an artist want make a bus, the boy named Valley Ants. If he come mention Rasta. Anytime him want get a bus, then bring in Rasta. One like a plastic cyber girl. I think R.I.P. to her Samantha Fort Jenna mother named Dawn Raid over upon TikTok. Show me up on it about me a flip-flop. One little boy in a 2017 video me a forward with me peanut. Anytime Jamaicans want to try to clown somebody, them not clown the Skeletor bleacher. Them not clown the Skeletor teacher. Them not clown Shibada. Them not clown the swibbling and the swabbling and the wibbling and the wobbling. A Jamaican beating stick on no take Rastafari. Well, listen to me, Footer. Stinking fishhead will stink like a one stinking grouper. Come off a Rasta name. Forward off a Rasta shirt tail, me brother. Me I tell you this. Cause Rasta no like man. And you are right Rasta name. You are look a fame of a Rasta. You cannot tell Rasta about Rasta name burn fire. Bald stinking fishhead Footer. Because you don't control the fire nor the temperature for Rasta. So upon you stinking mullet, me I tell you, so you need to go check your boyfriend when named Oret. Because he look like say you love man. So don't try to come take stepper Rasta man. You can't tell Yai Wayne, but stop show shade by you. Because all you do is forward on the social media and chat about Rasta. You can't be a Jamaican. You is an imposter selector. When if you know see a Rasta make the industry. A Rasta make the industry. A Rasta build the industry. A Rasta is the most known universally. When you talk about Jamaicans, you are talk about the iconic Rasta man. And because you're jealous of the flamethrowers, boy, you need to go sit down on your couch with your little puppy right now. Cause you turn a duppy right now. Big Footer hype. have you hide pan social media stripe. You are look a hype, you are look a stripe. You have to just confine yourself to a social media site. You can't go to a certain dance, my general. You're illegal in a Uncle Sam. And a chat about Jamaicans, iconic man, the Rasta man, and more lava, more fire. Now the idiot stinking fish head foot a hype. Say, I win. You not burn on fire for the longest while. And in your face, you fear get burned like how me a burn you now. Him burning no effing fire. And what do them fool ya? You know fire? A uncompromising fire we are put on you right now, footer. You figure take care of your son. Cause Rasta don't owe you nothing, no permission, no kind of debt for but no fire burn. When fire burn, all footer hype run. You expect to burn down the whole place? Listen, footer hype, them the psychology they will you try use by Rasta. Now work. What you want month to do is come out in this 2023. Come go like in a 1993. Move. Take your face out of the girl, them pay you SS. You see? Listen to me. In a 2023, Rastafari has adjusted to the whole economy, the whole socio-economic deprivation that you are facing. We are transforming to a digital economy. Yeah, when you now burn on fire and then chat that the fool are chat about. Which fire are you talking about? Is it the one that you are doing? Is it the one that you are burning, footer hype? You look at thinking fish head. Listen to me. Footer, your Instagram page at the box where you live in. Rastafari is worldwide. International, we not take no bribe. Me a put a lava pan dirty face footer hype. Cheer face footer hype. Stylist face footer hype. And on me say, talk to your wife. Me a talk about your baby mother. And them let out your thing. So what me a try say, and all them talk, them not even like to talk like that, family. But what me I try show you, say them boy you put themselves in an uncompromising position. Run with them nation. I live in a Babylon. And over Babylon a true stone pan the Rasta man. Lava! Pan a idiot boy name put a hype. Like a fish head fall. More fire pan him ya win. More fire. Politicians now have to control your mind no more because the black people love politicians now. And them fight for you, fight government. Bad mind them boy, the bad mind, yes, Jane. Big up yourself, yeah. Empress, you know, say me always appreciate you connecting. Now, before me leave, family and friend, I want to touch some of the dancehall people them right now and make you know, say, yo, it appears that Sting is back again. You are going to go and tell a friend, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Isaiah Lion. Yeah. World-renowned international promoter want to know. Say, look here, Sting is back again and he's going to have giants counting all the way up to 10. We are going to talk about that. Yeah.
Big up Deep Roots TV every time. Blessings, Rasta Soji, I already know. Bless up.
Oh, you mean? Big up all of my generals them in a deep side. Yeah. And me I want to make you know say, yo, happy Father's Day, and I man, I wish all around. Big up all my daddy up in a foreign area there up in Florida. You know. Yeah, you know, say I love. Big up all my uncle them up in the Bronx. Yeah, well, Isaiah Lang. Yeah, you know, say the Sting promoter that. They must show you say, yo, it not gonna work, you know, that they set up there where them have last year not gonna work. They want to change up that they set up there. They must say the promoter of Sting, Isaiah Lang, said he's going to be focusing this year on making sure that there are veterans that are going to be on the show. Them say at least a line of 10 giants for the show. Man like Sizzler, Capitan, Bounty, and more. Him say, yo, they have not been booked as yet. But him say, you know what? The original management is going to be on deck. So Sting, the greatest show on earth, Jam Rock said, your Aganti is going to be back in Portmore. Your Aganti, I want the people them to forward out to Sting this year and make the whole thing bling, bling, bling. Because last year when we see a Sting, a clown show, me no cover nothing pan it because me could not believe. See, at them kind of arms out to the people them put pan Sting. Mean, it look like say Amari and the next girl they come out they just say why? As some joke thing that. Joke thing. Them thing they did for your thing, like a some little game. So, I want to make me know if, you know, Sting is back. If you think say Isaiah Lang can put Sting back on the map. Because him a thought, I say, there's going to be, you know, a real giant of lineup this year. Him say at least 10 of the well-known artists them. So I guess he's Supreme Promotions chairman. He's saying that, you know, Bounty Killer, Beanie, Sizzler, and Capitan, and those giants are amongst, you know, the artists that should be gracing the Boxing Day show this year. An annual event dubbed the greatest night show on earth. It's set at its home base. John Moore, it reached back a Portmore people St. Catherine, Tuesday, December 26th, according to Lang. Although the dancehall legend have not formally signed their appearance, he is confident that they will be there in all their glory, as he would personally be going for the veterans. We think about 10 of the big names in the dance. Yaganti, you don't expect little baby. When we say giant, me a talk about giant. Once we say veteran, we are talking about Beanie, Bounty. And you would have known, say Sizzler and Capitan. Alright, me done. Now I go further. He added, when he's pressed for name, him say, yo, 10 giants, man. 10 giants. 10 giants at Sting. And guess what? I'm gonna be doing 5 columns 2 years. The younger ones, he added, a while later, you know, the famed Bad Boy Police gave the explanation during the interview at Jamaica Star after they asked whether that or not the Supreme Promotion had changed the format that they were using last year. Current artists were booked and veterans were ditched. According to him, it has not yet an idea to, you know, shelve veterans in 2022. It wasn't his idea, but as a decision made by other members of the teams, this time he said that he's taking in command And he would be going for 10 giants and Sting. So people let me know when the thing say, you know the veteran them, I go nice up Sting again. We never ditch the veterans them. At least I never ditch the veteran. Isaiah Lang never did that. But if the team say we are go particular way, I work with it. But I say, change have to be made. I'm going for my veterans, Lang stated. When asked whether that the quarter and telling his name signed yet, him say promoters reply in a negative way because of the amount that they have been asking. Sting cannot come to fruition because of the high value that the artists are asking for. No, they have not yet signed. But this is Sting. This is their culture. So we are going to be, talking very soon, he said. They knew it wasn't me that made the decision last year, he added, laughing. Admitting that, he's passing the buck. In the aftermath of Sting 2022, it aggravated Bounty Killer, and they have lamented that the quality of the show has dissipated and is now subpar, and a puppet show. He said the warlord had contended that Sting had flopped, and dancehall has been stuck in a barrel and losing its appeal to the world. He had also continued that Jamaica does not take heed and try to fix the problem right now. Soca would be bigger than dancehall. However, the Living Dangerously artist commented, and he did not grow down well with the veteran music selector Foota Hype. Here come this fishhead again, who described the Copper Shot DJ as being ungrateful to the show that catapulted him into stardom in 1993. In dismissing Bounty's statement, Foota had rebuked the DJ for making negative utterance about Sting, describing his comment as a show of arrogance, ingratitude, while declaring that Bounty's music never threw shade at Sting. Foota, who was Bounty Killer's DJ in 1990 and part of the Alliance outfit, had declared fiercely that no disrespect of Sting ought to be tolerated, as throughout the existence, the show had brought more positive to dancehall artists as opposed to negative, and had enriched them in the process. One of the measure where Sting has done for your career. Sting propel in $1 billion. He added and stated, the whole of them become diva. Now was so Leng weak. Everybody Angler remember whatever bad Leng do for them now remember what good Leng or Sting ever do for them. Yes, Sting creates some bad energy too and some bad vibes, but although the bad vibes wanna still do it, the next year them. So it benefit Uno more than how it hurt Uno, the cassava piece native had added. In furtherance of the rebuke of Bounty, Foota pointed out that the gun-ready artist ought to be one of the biggest supporters of Sting, whether or not he is booked or performed, and that his compatriots Beanie Man, Movado, Cartel, Ninja, Shabarang, Supercat, Capitan, and Sizzler were among those who ought to never ever be disrespectful to Sting. Foota also went on to put out that the versus battle in which Beanie Man and Bounty participate in 2020 was predicted on the clash started by Sting, and therefore Sting placed in Jamaica history ought to not be discounted. However, the Calabar High School old boy had revealed that the proposal regarding the show between Beenie Man and Bounty Killer to Versus was also shunned by both DJ. Footer had also disclosed that Sting promoter effort to have a more robust lineup in 2022 show were crippled by greedy veteran DJ who demanded they be paid an exorbitant performance fee, which one artist wanted close to $10 million Jamaican, which is 60,000 US to perform. According to him being caught between a rock and a hard place, Lang and co-promoter Heavy D were forced to draw for mainly a millennia generation of newbies, as they did not have the budget support to meet the demand of the veterans, many of who owe much of their popularity and wealth to Sting. Footer described the wayward veteran as the real agent of destruction of dancehall music, as it stickens to their hefty fees. They have kept grubbing, eating, whining about Supreme Promotions' supposed misdeeds of the past. He urged as well the Lang and Heavy D must not be faulted for contractual and for the contacts of Queenie and Amari to clash in shows, as the act out of desperation as veterans artists had in some case shunned the event and proved unwilling to reduce the fees. He says Sting was in a rebuilding mode and Supreme Promotion could not afford it. Footer said that all of the veteran DJ knew that it was lack of sponsorship which had kept Supreme Promotion from staging Sting over the last 7 years, and as a consequence should have provided the support to the show which in the heyday propelled them to stardom. In the upbringing those of the considered dancehall most influential artists, Footer said that Sting's success was not about Lang, but was about the furtherance of the dancehall culture, as it shows is considered an institution in the genre. Nevertheless, the Dark Knight producer said that the fact that Sting was still held in spite of the lack of support from the veterans was a great triumph for the Supreme Promotion. Again, Fish had to put in his word. Thinking Fish had Footer hype. What are you doing for the dancehall industry? Why you don't produce, promote, and come off a stinking social media because you have a big pull and intel? I am giving you advice. Create a label called you're there South Florida and get some of them artists here so them can fly out from Jamaica. Jump off a Rasta shirt tail. Come off a social media with your girl fail. Because I Shana, run girl left you on there with Scatter Barrel, and I make pay money all over the world. Your life is living in hell. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier here. I'm reporting live. Isaiah Lang. Yeah, the chairman of Supreme Promotions says that he's drawing for 10 solid veteran for the 2023 Sting. I'm Rastafari Soldier here, ladies and gentlemen. Leave your comment. Make me know if that has a work out. Lava we blazing pan the boy Footer hype. Jump off a Rasta fender. The organ T. I'm going to look at girl with name Brenda. A matter of fact, Go take care of your son. Well, look, just like you. I'm more life, I'm more joy. Yeah. And a jacket you get, man. Go take care of your youth. A hop off a Rasta shirt tail.
No, beat down the fist. Big up Rastafari.
Cause you fail.
You're watching Deep Roots TV.
Yes, you fail.
Boom, bang, bang. Boom, bang, bang. Mad. Mad love, respect, brethren. I mean, man, I love fun people.
Wrong man, you
Tune
try
into
best
Deep
with.
Roots TV. Log in, subscribe, online, YouTube. Get there or be square. Jacob said that.
Yeah man, big up Deep Roots TV, Caution Session.
Big up Deep Roots TV. Yo, this one is for the youths. Yeah, you're watching Deep Roots. I know you're cute.
Deep Roots TV.
Big up Deep Roots TV.
Shout out to Deep Roots, bro.
Shout out Deep Roots TV.
Tune into Deep Roots TV. Log in, subscribe, online, YouTube. Get there or be square. Jacob said that.
Log on to Deep Roots TV.